Good morning. Have you picked out your Halloween costume yet? If not, you need to, and bring your kids down to Boo at the Zoo.
And Hurricane Michael pummeled the Florida Panhandle yesterday. This morning we will tell you where the storm is at right now and how you can help the victims. Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Allison Berner in for Neha Curtis.
And I'm Kendall Ford in for Julian Glover.
We got to talk about Hurricane Michael. The video, it's so sad to see what those folks are dealing with right now.
Yeah, and we're going to get a lot more pictures when the sun comes up here this morning. And it was just east of Panama City. What was that place? Mexico Beach there.
Horrible.
And there's an Air Force base there. I forgot the name of it, but that's where the eye passed right over. And that near that Mexico Beach area, that's where the hardest hit was. Panama City sustained a lot of damage, but they were on the western eye wall, typically the eastern eye wall. That's where you get your catastrophic damage there. All right, let's update you on this. Now it's landfalling tropical system. You got to worry about tornadoes and flooding. And that's what they're going to be seeing in the Carolinas today, coming out of Georgia, Atlanta. The rain is ending now in the Atlanta area, it looks like, and that'll continue to get better. But South Carolina, that's a tornado watch that you see right here, and it is tracking to the northeast towards heading towards Columbia, South Carolina. Several inches of rain, flooding will take place, and remember, same spot that got hit with Hurricane Florence. So now they're going to be dealing with more flooding there, unfortunately. Youngstown, Columbiana County, Carroll County, we have some light rain. Front is coming through right now. Will continue to do so. And the drastic change will happen behind it. It will get fall-like here. A few showers overnight. That'll be some lake effect rain. I'm calling it cold tomorrow. And then we have another shot of rain Friday night, and that could make your Friday night football games pretty wet. All right, we're at 72. Look out to the west, dropping into the 60s. That's a sign of things to come. And you can see on the always on by 9 a.m. Shaker Heights, you're at 61, and then noon, 59. If you're going out for a jog and you want it warm, do it right now early, because by 11 a.m. we're at 59. Now we're going to see more in the way of sunshine this afternoon, but it will be a windy day, and then basically temperatures holding steady around 60. And it's going to get even colder around here heading into the weekend. Details on that when I come back. Kendall?
Thanks, Chef. Well, at least 2 people are dead as Michael continues to work its way through the southeastern United States.
Amazing video we're getting into our newsroom. Yesterday, the storm swept through Florida as a Category 4 hurricane, leaving behind widespread damage. Michael hit the coast as one of the most powerful storms to hit the U.S. in decades. 155-mile-an-hour winds toppled trees and ripped through buildings, reducing some to rubble. Neighbors there walked down the streets covered in downed power lines.
You live on the coast, this is what you get. So it's just a matter of picking up the pieces and putting it back together, get our lives back together.
And last check, nearly 500,000 residents throughout the southeast were without power. Utilities warn many might remain that way for days and possibly even weeks. Right now, Red Cross chapters across our state, including the one in Cleveland, are providing aid and preparing to do more to help hurricane victims.
We certainly need it. Damon Maloney is live this morning getting answers on our local volunteer efforts. Damon?
Good morning, Allison and Kendall. So much work to be done, especially as daylight comes and more assessments are able to be made there in Florida. We are joined this morning with Tim O'Toole. He is the Regional Disaster Officer with the American Red Cross. We're glad you're here this morning. Right now, you guys have people on the ground in Florida. What's happening?
Well, we have 7 folks that we have on the ground. We're in the process of getting more folks down there. We're working through that. Their most immediate concern is always mass care, which is feeding and sheltering those people. Those in the areas in Florida and such, they have evacuation centers. Once that hurricane is through, which it is at this point, those will convert into congregate sheltering. So we'll relocate from those evacuation sites into areas that are most heavily damaged and actually reestablish new shelters in new locations where areas, once we can assess exactly which areas are most heavily hit.
It has been a tough year, especially in Florida and along the eastern coastline with hurricanes. We know that the recent one just went through. Is it emotionally taxing for the volunteers and the organization to have these back-to-back storms?
Absolutely. It's very taxing for our folks. We have a lot of support both here and down there, folks and counselors that can help them kind of sort through some of those challenges. But it is very difficult, not only on them, but on the people they leave behind, on their families and co-workers that they leave behind to do more work, actually.
We have some of the disaster vehicles here, and these hit the road when they need to. And how can the public help? There's really two ways that the best suits the needs.
Of course, we're always looking for donations. That includes actually three things. Funding is always very important. Blood, we always run into blood shortages, and volunteers. We're always looking for more people to join our team and our army of volunteers, essentially.
All right, we're going to be sticking around here all morning long and talking with the folks here at the Red Cross because we know that they do such great work, especially when people are experiencing their worst times. And coming up in the next half hour, we're going to focus more in on the blood donations. There's a number of them going on today and how you can get involved. Getting answers, Damon Maloney, Cleveland 19.
Thank you, Damon. Those folks in Florida certainly need our help. Well, happening today, Willoughby Hills is holding a city council meeting tonight. This comes on the heels of a heated battle amidst city officials. Willoughby Hills Mayor Bob Wager ordered the removal of 6 out of 7 city council members after they allegedly passed illegal ordinances. The city then filed a temporary restraining order against him in an attempt to block him from revamping the council. The meeting will take place tonight at 7.
Also happening today, we will be talking to Mayor Frank Jackson. He gave his State of the City address yesterday. In the address, the mayor said 1,600 police officers were hired for 2019. He said the gang unit arrested 200 violent fugitives, but said that more still needs to be done to keep the homicide rates from spiking.
First Alert Traffic, sponsored by Walsh University's new digital campus.
And good morning to you. Waking up, getting ready to head out there. It is going to be a little bit different today. Not necessarily because we have any major issues on the roads right now, but we did earlier this week. I want to start with some good news. 77 right near 480. Take a look. Before you get to that interchange, traffic looks great. This is right near Lancaster. And even if you're taking 77 or the Jennings to get downtown, right near the Interbelt Bridge, no problems at all. And this is the southbound stretch of the bridge right near Progressive Field. Northbound, no issues getting closer to East 9th Street. So let's talk about your speeds right now because they're not bad at all. Right now through Lakewood, we're at about 71 miles per hour. On 480, that stretch, 72 miles per hour through Parma, continuing closer towards Garfield Heights. Now, if you're heading in on the West Shoreway, this is what's going to look a little bit different. We, of course, have those barrels out. They've been there, but our street level traffic view shows you cars right now in the green. A lot of mornings we've seen this completely closed. And this morning, it's open. So it's a good way to start your Thursday, especially if you're waking up in Lakewood and you do have to head into Cleveland. Coming up in the next 10 minutes, just after 5:15, I'm going to give you an update on what to expect this weekend with a closure on 90. It's going to be a pretty big deal. I'll keep you updated.
Thanks, Jamie. Well, Cleveland 19 news time is 5:07. Thanks for waking up with us this Thursday morning.
And coming up, we're going to be talking more to Jeff about Hurricane Michael, but we'll head over to him now to hear about these temperatures dropping a little bit.
Yeah, a lot.
Down.
Way low.
That's what it is.
That's how low they're going.
Yes.
They're going real low.
Dropping like that.
You need to, explain what is happening. And, yeah, we dropping. Right now, we're still at 72. So you're thinking, oh, okay, we'll continue to go up. Nope, we're going down. That's indicated by the always on there shaker. You'll be at 61, 9 a.m., 59 at noon. But enjoy the warm temps now because it's not going to feel this way later on today and especially this time tomorrow morning. I'll fill you in on all of this when I return.
New this morning, it's only October, but Good Housekeeping's list of top toys for 2018 is out just ahead of the holiday shopping season. We'll show you some of them coming up at 5:23.
Hundreds of Clevelanders forced to leave their apartments after a fire. They say their landlord is turning their back on them.
We have nowhere to go. We just really need some answers.
So they called Cleveland 19 News.
19 has reached out to the owners of the apartment.
What is the company doing?
Cleveland 19 News, asking questions, digging deeper to get answers, and never taking no for an answer.
Turn that off and we'll discuss.
The camera does not get turned off at any time.
Cleveland 19 News, asking questions, getting answers. When safety matters, count on reliable snowplowing specialists at StressFreeWinter.com.
It's the Monster Cash Bash at Helene Kia.
Remaining 2018 Kias must be sold, so you can get up to 10 grand cash back with any new Kia purchase. Yes, up to 10 grand cash back at Helene Kia's Monster Cash Bash.
In North Olmsted and Sandusky.
Your first alert for traffic is on Cleveland 19 News. The app has real-time alerts. Wake Up Cleveland has live coverage, commute times, and alternative routes. Sponsored by Walsh University's new digital campus. Online degrees for adults who want an edge in the marketplace.
There's a fight in this city. It lives in the blood of all of us. Driving us. Uniting us. So on your feet, Cleveland. Be the one thing you were born to be. Be the fight.
I'm here with Alex from Northeast Factory Direct. You have some great news to share with everyone.
So we're super excited. Our employees listen to our customers, and we have now finally opened a new location here in Macedonia.
And are you going to have all the same great deals?
Yeah, on our furniture, kitchen cabinets, hot tubs, same great deals, but just easier for some of our customers to get to.
So now you're east side, west side, and
south side here in Macedonia.
More information, northeastfactorydirect.com.
Reliable Snow Plowing is looking for experienced snow fighters. We need sidewalk shovelers, loader operators, skid steer operators, and plow trucks. We're a 30-year-old company that pays every week, and we have routes 15 minutes from your home. Reliable Snow Plowing. Call today to apply.
Don't give your furnace the cold shoulder this season. Save yourself time and money by calling 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. Call us today for same-day appointments.
Only at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, always on time, or you don't pay a dime.
At Spanky's Flooring Outlet, we're worth the trip with hundreds of styles of carpet and an incredible selection of hard surfaces in stock. Come see why no one comes close to Spanky's prices and quality. Spanky's Flooring Outlet, we're worth the trip.
It's the Monster Cash Bash at Helene Kia.
Remaining 2018 Kias must be sold. Right now, when you buy a new Kia Sedona, you can get a new Kia Forte at no additional charge. At Helene Kia's Monster Cash Bash.
In North Olmsted and Sandusky.
Live from Cleveland's News Center. Driven by Don Joseph Toyota in Kent. This is Cleveland 19 News.
Welcome back. Now it's time for your Wake Up Roundup stories you need to start your day.
We start with the latest out of Florida. A day after Hurricane Michael tore through the Florida Panhandle, the storm is churning through the southeastern United States. Some of the worst damage was seen in Panama City, where countless buildings had their walls and roofs blown off. An initial estimate put the cost of the hurricane at $10 billion.
Police have arrested the operator of the limo company involved in last weekend's deadly crash in upstate New York. Newman Hussein was freed on bail after pleading not guilty to a charge of criminally negligent homicide. Investigators say Hussein allowed an unsafe vehicle to be used by a man who wasn't licensed to drive it.
Wall Street is bracing for another rocky day after a major sell-off saw the Dow fall 832 points yesterday. That represented a loss of more than 3%. The Nasdaq and S&P 500 saw similar declines, with tech stocks the biggest losers. President Trump pointed a finger at the Federal Reserve's interest rate hikes.
We're talking life in the land now. Halloween is right around the corner, and this morning we're taking a look at fun things to do with the family right here in Cleveland.
Exactly. Boo at the Zoo is back at Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. That's where our Julie Holiday is this morning. Julie, how's it going there?
Morning.
Hey, it's going great. Weather's been on our side this morning. It's a very exciting day as we are on the eve of the 29th season for Boo at the Zoo here at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. Now, I'm joined with Chris Kuhar. He is the executive director here at the zoo. Chris, thanks for waking up with us this morning. Tell us some exciting things we can expect this year.
So we're really excited about Boo at the Zoo, presented by Citizens Bank. You know, it's a lot of great family fun. It's fun, it's magical, it's not scary, it's great for the kids. We've got animals. You can come see Asian Highlands, our brand new exhibit. But you get the opportunity to have unlimited carousel rides. There's a Monster Mash dance party, a hay maze, all these great activities, and it's great family fun.
And you really get a lot for that ticket. Now, we're standing in front of one of their new attractions right here. It's a great photo op. Now, Chris, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about this tiger that's actually made out of hay.
Yeah, this is a great new thing that we brought this year. It's a great photo op for the family, and it's all made out of hay. This hay was actually all grown in Cuyahoga Valley National Park, so it's locally sourced here. It was designed by our team in-house. It's a really cool opportunity for folks to come by, get a great Boo at the Zoo picture for your family.
This is so cool. I mean, do you know at all how they went about making this? Like, it's shaped perfectly.
Yeah, I wish I had any of the skill to be able to do this, but it's an amazing, it amazes me that it was built in-house, that the team just was able to put it together just in a few days.
It just shows you the creativity that goes into everything here. Now, there's Trick or Treat Way, where kids can stop and make, different kinds of points. Can you have any insight on the candy that you guys are going to have?
No, that's top secret. That's top secret.
Unfair.
Exactly. Well, that's the surprise. That's the fun of trick or treat, right? You don't know what you're going to get.
That's true. All right. Well, perfect. Well, Chris, thanks for waking up with us this morning. Such cool things here. And coming up, we're going to take a look at and meet some furry friends who are actually okay with the cold Ohio weather. Getting answers. I'm Julie Holliday, Cleveland 19.
Shop at that tiger. Holy cow! I was nervous.
Oh my God!
Please don't eat Julie.
Okay, you guys know when you go trick-or-treating, you know what houses have good candy?
For sure. You scout those out ahead of time.
They're going to have good candy. Those big bars.
Full-size candy bars.
Oh yeah, you know which houses have those, for sure.
I remember when I was a kid, I grew up next by a 7-Eleven store, and they used to give out little Slurpees.
Ooh, that's
so
nice.
Gather around the 7-Eleven. I don't know if they still do that, so.
You don't still trick-or-treat and try and see? I thought you go out still.
Well, shh. Nobody has to know
So when you
that.
see the weatherman.
Man.
You won't
Waiting
see
by the Slurpee machine.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Now, the wind is going to be picking up this morning, and you could see it now. These are the wind speeds, 18 miles an hour in Sandusky. Wind just started to pick up now in Menor. Look for all of these numbers to increase. Why? Because the cold front is coming through, and that colder air rushing in. We're at 72. Enjoy this 72 for the next, maybe 40 minutes. And then here it is, 54 in Fort Wayne, 53 in Grand Rapids, and then it gets even colder out to the west. How cold? Well, we got some snow happening here in northern Minnesota, north of Minneapolis, around Duluth, International Falls, Fargo. That's cool. All right, so we are cloudy. I am expecting breaks in the cloud cover, though, by this afternoon. And so what will happen is we'll see the initial temperature drop this morning and then just kind of level off this afternoon. So there's still a small chance of a shower here and there until this front passes, but by 11 a.m., we're going to be dry, windy at this time, as I mentioned, more sunshine during the afternoon here. And cold enough, a few lake effect showers will be around. And then tomorrow, a shower or two east of Cleveland. But then look at this rain that comes in tomorrow night. Quick shot, but that can make your Friday night football games wet. Old Brooklyn today, 68 at 7 a.m., 60 at noon. And 5 o'clock, I have you at 59, but partly cloudy at that time, windy and chilly. So we go from very warm right now for this time of year to chilly for this time of year in the afternoon. Falling temps, Akron, Canton, 67, your 8 a.m. temp, and then falling. Late afternoon, looks like, around 60. 62 downtown Cleveland, 59 there in Sandusky. Here's your most accurate forecast. So it's 40s tonight. Forget about it, down to 44. And this is cold, actually, for this time of year tomorrow. A lot of cloud cover, 52. I showed you that rain coming in Friday night, and that'll linger into early Saturday morning. But then most of Saturday is looking dry, 52. Sunday looking good for the Browns game. 62, and then Monday will bring us some late day showers, and only 51 for the high there on Monday. Here's Jamie.
First Alert Traffic, sponsored by Walsh University's new digital campus.
Jeff, I am laser focused on Saturday. I'm going to Hollow Weekends at Cedar Point. Come on, help me. Let's both together be laser focused. If we could just take those showers out of the morning, Mr. Laser, that would be great. Oh man, I hope you're having a good morning. If you have plans this weekend, I may have some bad news for you. If you are heading into Cleveland, right here, 90 at West 44th Street, it looks good now. It may look a little bit different though. Come tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. The reason for that is they are closing down the ramp on 90 to exit at West 25th Street. So that stretch between West 44th Street and West 25th will look a little bit different. This goes into place tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Now it is scheduled till Monday morning at 6 a.m. And again, you may be wondering why I'm talking about this today on Thursday and it doesn't start till tomorrow. I just want to get you prepared and get you ready. You're going to exit at West 44th Street throughout the weekend. Head south to Clark Avenue, then hook back up with West 25th Street. So it will be a little bit of a nuisance, but again, if you're planning to travel at all this weekend, maybe even going to the zoo or Tremont, Ohio City, maybe a little bit different for you. Coming up in the next 10 minutes, I'll give you an idea of what it looks like right now in some areas where we've seen some construction overnight. Allison.
Thanks, Jamie. Well, time right now is 5:20. Good Housekeeping is out with its annual Best Toy Awards for 2018.
And we come back. We're talking with Mark Nolan about what he thinks and what his favorite toys were when we come back in 3 minutes.
Missing teeth? Need a permanent solution? Come visit us at Hayat Dental Center. We are offering free implant consultation. Plus, free x-rays and cleaning of your teeth if you qualify for an implant. Schedule your appointment with Hayat Dental Centers today.
Shh, the competition can't know. This month we're having a loan lease termination event. Owe too much? Over on lease miles? Interest rate too high? Shh, we'll pay off their loan or lease regardless of what they owe. Only at Bill Doherty Kia and Kia Streetsboro.
Clogged drain, inside or out? Don't panic. Call me, Sal. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, including holidays. Call now to schedule a service tech. Don't panic. We're there in your time of need. And that's no nonsense.
When it comes to milk, Fairlife is ultra filtered for 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. Wake up to a one-of-a-kind kind of milk. Fairlife.
Fall in love with IHOP's fall combos with a big old breakfast plate and a side of Cinestack or pumpkin spice pancakes made with real pumpkin.
Fall pancakes are back at IHOP starting at $4.99.
With uncontrolled moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, you never know how your skin will look. And it can feel like no matter what you do, you're itching all the time. But even though you see and feel your eczema on the surface of your skin, an overly sensitive immune system deep within your skin might actually be causing your eczema. So help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is not a steroid, and it continuously treats your eczema even when you can't see it. At 16 weeks, more than 1 in 3 patients saw clear or almost clear skin, and patients saw a significant reduction in itch. Do not use if you are allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems, including eye pain or changes in vision. If you have asthma and are taking asthma medicines, do not change or stop your asthma medicine without talking to your doctor. Help heal your skin from within. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
What's the easiest way to get rid of your old inefficient fridge? Well, there is a solution just as easy. Simply call or click to schedule your pickup. Plus, you'll get $50. To schedule a pickup of your old fridge or freezer, call or visit EnergySaveOhio.com.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank a veteran.
55%. Over half of young adult drivers claim it's easy to text while they drive, but in reality, you're 23 times more likely to be involved in an accident.
Wait to Text, proudly sponsored by Pat O'Brien Chevrolet.
Hyatt Dental Center.
Hyatt Dental Center. We want you to have something to smile about. Implants. We offer free implant consultations. We take most insurances. Same-day appointments available. So call Hyatt Dental Centers today.
It's time to wake up with Mark. Let's head over to Magic 105.7 and check in with Mark Nolan. How you doing, Mark?
Morning, gang.
Good morning.
Good.
Hey, happy Friday, Junior, right? All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
Yes, yes.
Exactly. So Good Housekeeping, they put out their list of the best toys for 2018. We want to get to some of those. We'll show you some video. We want to get your thoughts, okay, Mark? So take a look at this.
Okay,
This is called Scruff a Love. It comes as a little ball of fur, and you wash it to reveal what kind of animal it is.
Yeah, so your parents don't,
there you go.
don't want to get your kid an actual pet.
One way, it does look like a gremlin.
And then here's the Barbie Dream House. It got an upgrade in a big way. This 3-story home comes complete with a carport, an elevator, and a rooftop pool with a slide.
And how about instead
Does she still have a vet?
I hope she does.
So she always has a
the
cat and a
bird?
dog. She's got all the pets.
Yeah, I didn't see it there. Okay, and instead of just giving your child a leftover cardboard box, which they really do love, you can pay $43 for this one, this cardboard fire truck in your playhouse.
Fantastic.
It's big enough for kids to climb right into, and it comes with its own fire hydrant. So, Mark, what was your favorite toy growing up? Putting you on the spot here.
Oh, man, I want that fire hydrant. But
cool.
my favorite toy growing up, I actually have them. They're at Channel 19 right now in my desk. I have my old slot cars. I brought them in for a Nolan's Garage segment. Yeah, so I still have them. They're about 30 years old.
Wow.
And so that was my favorite toy. So much my favorite. Yeah. And you can use a 9-volt to test them, too. Yeah, we'll get some track and play sometime. It's fun.
That's awesome. They made things so much better. Nowadays, it's just mass production, right?
Which is your choice of these three? The Barbie Dream House?
If she gets the Corvette back, I want the Barbie Dream House. But I really did like that fire truck. Was really cool. That was really neat. I want one of those.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Close enough to a Corvette.
All right, have a great day, Mark.
Right.
Take care.
Good morning, guys.
Well, new this morning, we are hearing from the daughter of the woman who was removed from a flight to Cleveland because of her emotional support squirrel.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
When it comes to milk, Fairlife is ultra-filtered for 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. Wake up to a one-of-a-kind kind of milk. Fairlife.
Winter is what you make of it. And with the award-winning strength and performance of Cub Cadet X-Series snowblowers, you can make the most of it. Visit your local Cub Cadet dealer, where you can receive $100 off select models for a limited time. To find a locally owned dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
They've supported you throughout your whole life. They were there for you when you took your first steps, when you went to your first dance, when you walked down the aisle, even when you ran the marathon. Now it's time you take care of them. Make an appointment today at the Cleveland Foot and Ankle Clinic. Your feet deserve the best care. The Cleveland Foot and Ankle Clinic has been diagnosing, teaching, and treating the foot and ankle for over 100 years. Make your same-day appointment today. Call the number on your screen or visit clevelandfac.com.
Did you know an estimated 200,000 people, the equivalent of Akron's population, are now addicted to opioids in Ohio? Smolik Tire is giving back to the community by helping spot the signs.
It takes one simple medical procedure to end up in a pitfall you never saw coming. That was my own personal experience. You don't realize how quick it spirals out of control, and then you're out of control.
Smolik Tire is a proud sponsor of Cleveland 19's Spot the Signs.
Good used cars aren't hard to find at Pat O'Brien Chevrolet. If you're hunting for a special car or truck, your hunt is over. Choose from over 500 fresh traded used vehicles sale price to save you big. We got them. Come get them at Pat O'Brien Chevrolet.
Wait to text. It's an important message for young drivers. Did you know teen drivers have a 400% higher chance of being in a car crash when texting and driving than adults? Stay safe. Wait to text.
Proudly sponsored by Pat O'Brien Chevrolet.
IX Trick or Treat Street returns October 20th through 21st and the 27th through 28th at the IX Center for a not-so-scary Halloween adventure for kids 10 and younger. Visit ixtrickortreatstreet.com for more information. Advanced discount tickets are available at select discount Drug Mart store locations.
I'm Ken Harbaugh, and this is Lizzie. She needed multiple surgeries as an infant. We had to feed her with an eye dropper. Thank God I found a job right here with healthcare. These are the insurance companies that donated to Congressman Bob Gibbs. Gibbs took $123,000 and voted to strip healthcare from almost 500,000 Ohioans. When you vote, think about whose side Gibbs is on. I approve this message for Lizzie.
Wake Up Cleveland starts now.
Hurricane Michael makes landfall in the panhandle of Florida, almost a Category 5 storm and one of the strongest in U.S. history.
And this morning, we're seeing the devastating effects of Michael. Lives lost, homes and businesses destroyed, and thousands without power. Complete coverage of the conditions coming up.
And she says it's her emotional support animal, but her baby squirrel delayed a flight and left many questions about how she got on a plane with the critter in the first place. We'll have that update straight ahead.
Cute little squirrel. Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. I'm Kendall Forward in for Jillian Glover.
And I'm Allison Bruner in for Neha Curtis. It's Thursday, October 11th. You know,
October 11th.
Already.
My
brother's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to him.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Allison's brother.
His name's Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Although he's probably not up at this hour.
Yeah, he is.
You know, on a more serious note, though, we got to talk about the devastation from Michael. It's awful what those folks are dealing with there.
Third most intense hurricane, I believe, to hit the U.S., and this is going to go down the record books. We've never seen a storm like this in the month of October, and they've never seen a storm of that magnitude in that area, the panhandle of Florida. They have never gotten a Category 4 landfalling hurricane there. And, you know, that's a real hot spot for hurricanes, and I know that's hard to believe, but they have never seen a Category 4 storm like that. And here it is right now. It is tropical storm, 50-mile-an-hour winds. Now the focus as we get into the Carolinas here, Charlotte, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Atlanta had quite a bit of rain. I'm looking at, I saw over 5-inch rainfall totals in Georgia, so it's going to be flooding. And the way it looks right now, inland North Carolina and South Carolina have the better opportunity of seeing significant flooding. Not so much along closer to the coast, which is good news because from Florence, this is where we had a lot of the major flooding, not so much inland. It wasn't as bad, but it looks like with this storm, most of the flooding will occur in the western part of North and South Carolina. All right, we are at 72 here in Cleveland, 72 Akron, 70 in Canton. I'm showing you these numbers because this is pretty much the high for the day. We have 60s off to the west. That colder air is coming in right now from west to east. The wind is going to be picking up here this morning, but not much in the way of rain. This is where the bulk of the rain is right now, Youngstown, Columbiana County. A few light showers, though, until the front passes, and then the rest of the morning will be dry. Drastic change starting right now. A few showers tonight, and tomorrow is just going to be cold all of a sudden as we track some more rain there by Friday night. Ladies, over to you.
Cleveland 19 News Time, it's 5:32. Flooded streets and roofs torn off of homes. Michael isn't a hurricane anymore, but it left plenty of damage behind. It's remarkable.
Startling images you can see here. Our sister station from the Raycon News Networks are on the ground in areas affected by the storms, giving us the latest.
Winds really dying down here in Americus, Georgia, but the damage left behind, you can see it on this storefront. The awning of this storefront ripped off by those winds, now just hanging by a thread. We can see objects just all over the ground here. This metal object ripped off of something, and that just kind of gives you an idea of how powerful those winds are.
The strong winds and heavy rain is not letting up in Cuthbert, Georgia, and you can see the debris all over the downtown square area, the siding from one of the buildings here on the right.
here in Panama City. If you are curious about what kind of damage can come from a Category 4 hurricane, well, there's a wordless example of exactly what can happen.
As soon as the storm started hitting and the bands started picking up, they were getting a little bit tighter. I went out onto the back deck and I started rolling that footage, and that roof just completely just started tearing off. And at that point in time, we realized that we should have got out of Dodge.
The Red Cross here in Northeast Ohio has volunteers on the ground in Florida right now helping hurricane victims bounce back.
It's tough work, both physically and mentally, helping people who've lost so much. Damon Maloney is live this morning getting answers on the volunteer efforts. Good morning, Damon.
A big task ahead, Allison and Kendall. We are joined here with Mike Parks. He is the CEO of the Ohio Northeast region. And Mike, you were just recently down in the southeast part of the country because of Hurricane Florence. Now we're talking about Hurricane Michael.
Yes, it's a devastating storm, and we're very concerned about the loss of life. And we've got already got 7 people from Northeast Ohio on the ground there, as well as we had dozens down in North Carolina and South Carolina supporting those efforts. That's what the Northeast Ohio Red Cross does. We send people, supplies, equipment, our vehicles. We send, and the treasure from Northeast Ohio to help those people.
A lot of people are at home and they want to help. We know the generosity in this part of our state is huge. What ways can people help that best fit the needs?
Well, thank you for that, Damon. I think one of the things, obviously, the most important is people can donate to redcross.org. That is one of the most important things. You can't meet the mission without the margin, without making that financial contribution. We actually, only exist on the generosity of our donors. Another thing people can do is they can give blood. Obviously a lot of blood drives have been canceled because of this weather, and we have a national blood network here, and we provide almost 40% of the nation's blood supply. So if you can give blood, we have a blood center right here on Euclid Avenue. We'd love to have you come by.
And the emotional toll of this, volunteers, they devote so much time and energy, and you're helping people at their worst time. What kind of services do you provide, not only to those who you're helping, but to your volunteers who are obviously going through the emotions of this as well?
Well, it's interesting you say that because we have mental health professionals that volunteer as well. And those volunteers call those of us that deploy. In fact, I got a call myself from a mental health professional who said, "How are you? How was your deployment? How are you doing?" And those people do that every time somebody deploys. So we always try to take care of our own. We are very concerned since 90% of what the Red Cross does is done by volunteers.
All right, thanks for talking to us this morning. You'll see a lot of these donation drive signs around town, and we have a link on our social media accounts and also our station website, cleveland19.com. So get out there and help if you can. We certainly know that there's going to be some great need in the days and months to come. So we'll join you in the next half hour. Allison and Kendall, back to you.
Huge thanks to all of those volunteers. Our coverage continues on the aftermath of Hurricane Michael.
And coming up in a few minutes, we have a brand new video to show you of Ground Zero, where the storm first came ashore.
Now let's get a check of our First Alert traffic. Here's Jamie Sullivan.
First Alert Traffic, sponsored by Walsh University's new digital campus.
This morning, if you're waking up in the area of Shaker Heights, Cleveland Heights, or even University Heights, trying to get closer towards University Circle, not bad at all right now. But coming up on Saturday, Case Western Reserve University, they have their homecoming parade. So if you're planning to travel at all in this area on Saturday, just know that's why you may see a little bit of extra congestion. Let's talk about congestion right now, because there's not much of it. It looks very, very light as you do head inbound on 90 on the Shoreway, continuing here to the Inner Belt. As you head southbound past Chester Avenue, no problems. Here with our street level traffic view, it just shows you all these cars in the green basically mean for you that we are at or above the posted speed limit. You see here on 480 under 77, this is the eastbound direction, just how light we actually are. Now, no major crashes this morning, a few minor issues on some of our city streets, but I've spoke with police and nothing that is going to impact the drive in a major way. Again, just minor issues. Trains are on time if you travel on the red line. No problems at all either on the green or the blue lines if you do ride a rapid into work. Buses, no reported issues either. Coming up in the next 10 minutes, I'll let you know why 90 is closing tomorrow night, and I'll let you know where and how to avoid it. Allison, Kendall.
Thanks, Jamie. Well, we're getting answers into why a local woman would bring what she says is an emotional support squirrel on a flight to Cleveland.
Yeah, the Madison Township woman was flying from Orlando with her pet baby squirrel, Daisy, when she was ordered off the plane Tuesday night. Take a look at this video. Cindy Torek being escorted out of the terminal. This video has gone viral. Here's the issue. Frontier Airlines has a policy against rodents, including squirrels, on its planes. Our sister station in Orlando got this exclusive video of Daisy, who's now forced to stay with Torek's daughter. She explained as far as what's behind this and why this squirrel is so important to her mother.
Daisy helps keep her calm, her anxiety down. She relieves a lot of stress and anxiety and depression.
Well, there you have it. The family says they aren't done fighting this just yet and plan on working with the American Disabilities Act to see what rights they do have with Daisy. Well, Cleveland 19 News Time is 5:39. Thanks for waking up with us on this Thursday morning.
Yeah, almost Friday, and we're heading over to Jeff. He's going to tell us a little bit more about this weather you're going to have over the weekend, if you're going to get out and enjoy it.
Cooler.
Little bit of, just a little bit of rain going on this morning. Most of us actually dry, and I think it's going to be that way for the morning drive and kids heading off to school. No sun glare this morning, cloudy sky. 70 at 6 a.m., 68 at 7 a.m., 64 8 a.m. More in the way of sunshine this afternoon, but temperatures going down, not up, as you see here. And then it's actually going to feel cold coming up tomorrow. Julie.
Hey, good morning. I'm Julie Holliday. Coming up on Wake Up Cleveland, we stop by one of your stops at Boo at the Zoo, Asian Highlands.
I'm with Ray because it matters.
I'm Ray Hedden, and I approve this message.
With uncontrolled moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, you never know how your skin will look. And it can feel like no matter what you do, you're itching all the time. But even though you see and feel your eczema on the surface of your skin, an overly sensitive immune system deep within your skin might actually be causing your eczema. So help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is not a steroid, and it continuously treats your eczema even when you can't see it. At 16 weeks, more than 1 in 3 patients saw clear or almost clear skin, and patients saw a significant reduction in itch. Do not use if you are allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems, including eye pain or changes in vision. If you have asthma and are taking asthma medicines, do not change or stop your asthma medicine without talking to your doctor. Help heal your skin from within. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Reliable snow plowing is looking for experienced snow fighters. We need sidewalk shovelers, loader operators, skid steer operators, and plow trucks. We're a 30-year-old company that pays every week, and we have routes 15 minutes from your home. Reliable snow plowing. Call today to apply.
Thanks to Jody, CoverGirl has created True Blend Matte Made Foundation. It's transfer resistant, so it stays on you and nothing else. New True Blend Matte Made Foundation in 40 shades from CoverGirl.
At Sal's, we can fix your heating, cooling, plumbing and sewer, water heater, and we even do bath and kitchen remodeling. Yes, we do all these things, and we do it right. For no-nonsense service, call Sal's 24/7 for a live representative to take your call.
At Spanky's Flooring Outlet, we're worth the trip with hundreds of styles of carpet and an incredible selection of hard surfaces in stock. Come see why no one comes close to Spanky's prices and quality. Spanky's Flooring Outlet, we're worth the trip.
I'm here with Alex from Northeast Factory Direct. You have some great news to share with everyone.
So we're super excited. Our employees listen to our customers, and we have now finally opened a new location here in Macedonia.
And are you going to have all the same great deals?
Yeah, on our furniture, kitchen cabinets, hot tubs, same great deals, but just easier for some of our customers to get to.
So now you're east side, west side, and
south side here in Macedonia.
More information, northeastfactorydirect.com.
My husband, Dave Greenspan, is passionate about serving others. He believes a strong community starts with our children being safe and having career-ready options when they graduate. That's why Dave is securing the resources for law enforcement to fight the opioid crisis and provide families with treatment and counseling for loved ones. At the end of the day, Dave is a great state representative because he has a heart for serving others.
Our state representative, Dave Greenspan.
the competition can't know. This month we're having a loan lease termination event.
Owe too much? Over on lease miles? Interest rate too high?
Shh. We'll pay off their loan or lease regardless of what they owe.
Only at Bill Doherty Kia in Kia Streetsboro.
We're talking life in the land this morning. If you're looking for something to do with your kids this weekend, Boo at the Zoo starts at the Cleveland Metro Parks Zoo. We're going to be meeting some animals coming up, but Julie Holiday is here with a look at some of the stars.
Stars at the show, right,
You have
Julie?
animals, is that true?
I may have some animals. Absolutely. They're so cute. Okay, but before we get to that, we are in one of the most beautiful spots in the zoo. It's brand new, put in here in June. It's the Asian Highlands, and it's just so peaceful. It's gorgeous, and I'm here with Jen DeGroot. She's one of the zoo's curators. She's an animal curator. Now, we have some furry friends. Maybe, Jen, you can tell us a little bit more about them.
Sure, we're at our snow leopard exhibit. We have the mom, Sombra, and our 3 cubs who are about 6 months old now. They're Omid, Zara, and Bodhi.
They are just, so Mama is the big one right in the front, correct? That's
Correct.
Okay, so she's full grown?
She is full grown, yep, and the cubs are in at about 30 pounds right now.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about why they're eating from that pumpkin? Is that safe?
It is safe, actually. We provide our animals with a lot of kinds of enrichment here at the zoo. Those are items that we might give them to stimulate natural behaviors. So today we put their meat inside a pumpkin to try to stimulate them to play with the pumpkins and kind of forage for their meat.
You know, and one of my questions too, you see leopards and even the other animals in the zoo, and Ohio gets very cold, so can you tell us maybe a little bit more about how they adapt to the weather here?
Sure, actually the animals at Asian Highlands are perfectly suited for cold weather. It's the best time of year to come see Asian Highlands. The snow leopards, our takin, our red pandas are all really well suited for cold weather. They're actually found in cold regions, so it's the best time of year to see them out and active.
Do you hear that, Clevelanders? You can be out and active in the cold. They take some inspiration from them, definitely. Well, we have a lot more to talk about. This is just one of the stops at Boo at the Zoo that's starting tomorrow until the 28th. It goes every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in October. There's a lot more to do here, and we'll have a lot more of that here coming up in about 30 minutes. Getting answers and reporting live in the Asian Highlands, I'm Julie Holiday.
Trying to think. So,
What's wrong? Are you all right?
well, no, they're called snow leopards.
I wonder why.
So, are they from the tropics?
Put it all together now, Jeff. What do you think?
Well, so I think
They're
yeah.
adapting
They
to a
enjoy
new life, eating pumpkins,
Colder
singing,
climate. Yeah.
I gnawed on a little pumpkin this morning.
I wonder if
I
that's
was,
like a
I
normal
had
thing for them.
Sure, this time of year.
Okay.
What did you just say? You were gnawing on a pumpkin this
Yeah,
morning? Why?
yeah, it was a little snack.
I hope it was like a pumpkin flavored
Yeah.
donut or something.
Nobody
Pumpkin
saw
spice
it because it
latte.
was
Oh,
like-
here you are, Jeff. I knew it.
That's you.
I knew it.
Look at that.
That's really a live look at
My
you.
oh my.
You know what?
gnawing on
I
your
do like
pumpkin.
pumpkin seeds.
I think they still have
Oh,
them.
pretty good. Those are good. After you carve your pumpkin, make your pumpkin
Lots
seeds.
of salt on them.
They should cut the
He's
pumpkin up.
so
for 'em.
cute. Look at it.
It's kind of a tease.
I was out there in June, and these snow cubs have just grown significantly.
Oh yeah.
Because
really
remember
going
how
at
little
that
they were?
thing.
Yeah,
the snow leopards?
they're adorable.
Yeah, they've grown a lot.
Just like
All right,
babies.
news is canceled. We're just watching the snow leopards for the
Yeah,
rest
no,
of
we'll
the
just
day.
watch this the whole morning.
That's all we really
All
need
right.
to know.
We are your Thursday outlook. Oh, today's Thursday. I didn't know what day it was until that banner came up. Seriously.
Oh, Jeff.
It's like I'm doing weather all the time. It's like I forget what day it is sometimes. And then over the weekend, I actually practice in my basement and I get ready for the next week. So I don't, I'm always working on the,
Always on.
Always on, yep.
Most accurate forecast.
20-mile-an-hour wind in Sandusky. See, I told you the wind was going to be picking up here, and along the lakeshore, we're seeing that, not so much inland, and that's a sign of this cooler air rushing in. 69, 6 a.m., 60 at 9 a.m. Medina, you're always on there. But Hopkins Airport still reporting 72. Oh, that's about to change because colder air wrapping in. Cold front's coming through. We're not seeing a ton of rain with it. Look at what's happening up here in northern Minnesota. Getting a little snow there. Winter is starting early, and even maybe some flurries. That's ground clutter in Minneapolis. All right, so of course, that's a little while from us yet. a little spritz there southeast of Worcester. But, you know, this front looks like it's coming through basically dry. By 9 o'clock in the morning, low 60s. Look at the 50s out to the west. So this cooler rush of air. And all of a sudden, it's going to feel chilly, even with the sun coming out during the afternoon. And considering what we've been having around here with the summertime stuff, this is going to feel like a noticeable change for sure. So here we are, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, partly cloudy at this time. And then tonight we're dropping into the 40s. A few lake effect showers. This is all lake effect cloud cover that you see here. And tomorrow will be basically cloudy. Temperatures only in the low 50s. And then we have rain spreading in here tomorrow night for your Friday night football games. That'll linger into early Saturday morning, okay? Most of Saturday is looking dry. Cleveland 19 First Alert Weather app, 70 at 6 a.m., 64 8 a.m., down we go. 60 at 10 a.m., 60 at lunch. And that wind will actually make it feel even a little cooler. 67 your 8 a.m. temp, Akron Canton. You will be falling with a mix of clouds and sun, and your late afternoon temps looking like low 60s. Sandusky, late afternoon, you're going to be at 59. All right, Jamie, what do we got out there?
First Alert Traffic, sponsored by Walsh University's new digital campus.
Very light traffic this morning, Jeff. Not a lot that you have to worry about, which is pretty typical. It's 5:50 in the morning. Good morning to you, waking up in Wickliffe, Willoughby Hills. If you travel on 271 from Mayfield Heights towards Willoughby Hills, we're at about 63 miles per hour as an average. Now, once you get on to 90 and you get closer towards the Euclid Spur, what I want to do now is kind of take a little drive in. You didn't think you were going to be driving with me this morning, but listen, you are. Let's go here. Starting out in Euclid as you continue from Babbitt Road closer towards Bracknell, not seeing much at all. And our street level traffic view really shows you that. If we started to see these little cars pop up yellow, orange, or red, then what that would mean is it's indicating we have a problem. But currently no crashes right now. Live look here at East 152nd Street where traffic is flowing really nice. The other thing we don't have to worry about this morning is any weather conditions that are an issue for us. We're not seeing wet roads, nothing like that. So for the most part, traffic is quiet right now. 10 minutes heading inbound on the East Shoreway, that stretch from Euclid getting downtown. About 34 minutes it'll take you heading up north on 77 from the Rubber City, getting into Cleveland, and then 480 eastbound. 77 near Independence to 271 will take about 6 minutes. Coming up, I'm going to break down for you why you may see a big issue on 90 this weekend, and it's going to be closed. Where? I'll let you know.
Thanks, Jamie. Up next, new scenes of Hurricane Michael's fury.
New video to show you next of one of the areas hardest hit by this storm.
Sponsored by 100.7 WMMS, celebrating 50 years as Cleveland's rock station.
It's the Monster Cash Bash at Helene Kia.
Remaining 2018 Kias must be sold, so you can get up to 10 grand cash back with any new Kia purchase. Yes, up to 10 grand cash back at Helene Kia's Monster Cash Bash.
In North Olmsted and Sandusky.
Your First Alert for Traffic is on Cleveland 19 News. The app has real-time alerts. Wake Up Cleveland has live coverage, commute times, and alternative routes. Sponsored by Walsh University's new digital campus. Online degrees for adults who want an edge in the marketplace.
There's a fight in this city. It lives in the blood of all of us, driving us, uniting us. So on your feet, Cleveland. Be the one thing you were born to be. Be the fight.
We are too strong for bullies.
This school is taking a stand. What about yours? It's time to spread the word that there are schools right here in our communities that are willing to speak up against bullying.
Too Strong for Bullies is sponsored in part by General RV.
General RV, the nation's largest family-owned RV dealer, is too strong for bullies. And there's nothing better than an RV vacation to keep a family strong. Plan your family vacation at General RV. It's worth the drive to General RV in North Canton off I-77.
As a top federal prosecutor, Steve Dettelbach cracked down on a drug company for illegally pushing opioids, winning millions for taxpayers.
We deal with the opioid epidemic every day, and I trust Steve Dettelbach to help solve it.
Steve Dettelbach put away the bad guys.
Dozens of human traffickers, terrorists,
put heroin dealers behind bars,
and corrupt politicians from both parties.
Because Dettelbach has your back.
Steve Dettelbach
has your back.
Cops like me trust Steve Dettelbach.
Because Steve Dettelbach's got your back.
The prosecutor for Attorney General.
Don't give your furnace the cold shoulder this season. Save yourself time and money by calling 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. Call us today for same-day appointments.
Only at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, always on time, or you don't pay a dime.
It's the Monster Cash Bash at Helene Kia.
Remaining 2018 Kias must be sold. Right now, when you buy a new Kia Sedona, you can get a new Kia Forte at no additional charge. At Helene Kia's Monster Cash Bash.
In North Olmsted and Sandusky.
What's October known for? Changing leaves, crisp fall air, and pumpkin everything. Most importantly, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the Komen-Akron Race for the Cure. Our goal in the next decade is to reduce breast cancer deaths by 50%, but that can't be done without your help.
Join us Saturday, October 13th at Canal Park in Akron. Celebrate life. Remember those we've lost. Join our fight. Save lives, because breast cancer is unacceptable.
New video to show you of the power of Hurricane Michael as a storm came ashore yesterday.
This was a scene in Panama City, Florida. Take a look at this video. You can see the wind is so strong, it's blowing the rain sideways. The extent of the damage is still not known this morning.
And take a look, this was a scene at Mexico Beach in Florida. This is near Panama City, and forecasters believe this is where Michael first officially came ashore. Here you can see the deep storm surge and homes nearly underwater. Officials still are not clear if anyone who did not evacuate this area, if they're okay or even alive at this point. Wow, that
my
footage.
Goodness.
Wow.
Amazing.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
That's the storm surge there. And, you know, that's what I was talking about. The eastern eye wall went right over Mexico Beach. So that's where you get the worst of that storm surge, or that piling up of water. It's basically a tsunami where all this water comes ashore, and up the estimated 12-foot storm surge there in the Mexico Beach area. Okay, here we are now, North Carolina, South Carolina. That's where Tropical Storm Michael is, and they're going to be dealing with flooding there in North and South Carolina, especially inland today. 64 and falling, 52 the high tomorrow, cloudy and cold. And then we have rain coming in Friday night, early Saturday morning, 52. Right now, Browns game is looking good. Partly cloudy, 62, Jamie.
First Alert Traffic, sponsored by Walsh University's new digital campus.
And this morning, we're not seeing any major issues for you getting ready to leave the house. You're good to go. It's tomorrow that we are going to see a closure on 90. If you exit at West 25th Street, it's going to be completely blocked off on that ramp. Again, this starts tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, scheduled through Monday morning at 6 a.m. So your best option is a detour. Take West 44th Street to Clark, back to West 25th Street. Again, right now, a little bit of volume where you see this orange popping up. Just a lot of people exiting, but again, nothing major right now as far as any accidents. Coming up, I'm going to break down what you need to know, though, for that morning commute. Wake Up Cleveland will be back just after the break. Stay with us.
Cleveland 19 News Chief Meteorologist Jason Nicholas with Cleveland's most accurate forecast.
Hey, if you're low on cash and credit and you need a car, then you need JD Byrider. Nobody else. Why? Because we've put over 1 million people back on the road.
They worked with us, they put us on a plan, and we have not looked back.
And there you have it. The JD Byrider plan can help make your life better. A better car with low payments, like $185 every 2 weeks and up to 4-year service protection. That's the JD Byrider difference, and it can work for you.
JD Byrider.
Mike DeWine has a long history of opposing Medicaid funding. The Medicaid expansion has helped hundreds of thousands of Ohioans. Without the Medicaid expansion, my patients could not have received the care that they so desperately needed. When politicians are in the pockets of large corporations, our patients will be affected by this. Mike DeWine, how dare you side with drug and insurance companies over the interests of our patients and our communities?
AFSCME People is responsible for the content of this ad.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family warm this winter, it takes Bryant.
Contact Smiley One Heating and Cooling at smiley1.com.
What's at the heart of people pleasing? How about simplicity? Why does buying your next vehicle need to be difficult? It doesn't. Not at Sarah Subaru. We'll walk you through a totally transparent buying process, take all the time you need, and most importantly, we'll keep it simple. Sarah Subaru.
Buy a new 2019 Subaru Outback for $25,749 or get 0.9% financing up to 48 months on select new Subarus. Sarah Subaru in Akron on the Green Auto Mile.
Are you in 7th grade? Or 8th, like me?
Then you should enter our Too Strong for Bullies contest.
You could win cash, a pizza party, or the coolest prize out there.
You're writing an artwork published in a book. Write about what you should do if bullied.
Give examples of bullying.
Tell why bullying hurts.
Or how you feel when the bullying stops.
Then draw a picture to go along with it. Send your stuff to Cleveland 19. It's easy.
Go to cleveland19.com/Too Strong for Bullies for all the details. And hurry, contest ends soon.
For the ultimate protection for your vehicle's floor, you need WeatherTech floor liners. Get complete coverage of your floor, including the front, middle, back, and even up the sides. And our cargo liners are also laser measured for a perfect fit. Nothing protects like WeatherTech. Order yours today at WeatherTech.com. WeatherTech, complete protection, completely American made.
Hey, Culligan Man here. Notice this scale on your shower? This comes from dissolved rock in groundwater that's pumped into your home's water supply. Install the world's most efficient water softener from Culligan.
You could give your people Culligan water for $29 per month.
Cleveland 19 News, sponsored by Spanky's Carpet and Flooring Outlet. Wake Up Cleveland with Neha and Julian. Starts now.
Getting you ready for the weekend. A lot of closures in different areas with events, parades. I'll let you know the best way to get around this stuff coming up. Julie.
Hey, good morning to you and welcome to the Boo at the Zoo. We're on the eve of such a great experience for you and your family, and I'm not nervous at all standing next to this beautiful creature. We'll have more with her here coming up on Wake Up Cleveland.
Hurricane Michael pummeled the Florida Panhandle yesterday. This morning, we'll tell you where the storm is now and how we can help the victims.
And good morning. Thanks for waking